son ended up plowing the heck out of me. On vacation a few months ago, my son told me my husband, his dad, was cheating on me. It was hard to believe him. After all, we had been married for 30 years. My son showed me pictures of the messages his dad had been sending to this girl. I didn't question how he got those pictures, but I couldn't deny something was going on. I confronted him later that day, and he confessed having an affair. He moved out, I filed for divorce, and I had a rough couple of weeks. I had no idea how to move on from this. It had come so unexpected. Even though he had to take care of his own family, my son visited me almost every day, and that was very comforting. After a month or so, I was doing better, and that's when my son suggested we could take a holiday together. He had seen commercials for good last-minute deals, and I was happy to come along, so he arranged everything. I was fully convinced I would be joining him and his family, but when he picked me up the day we left, it turned out it would be just me and him. I wasn't too bothered, but it struck me as a little odd. When we arrived, it also turned out he had only booked us one room, and while I couldn't really complain since he paid for the whole trip, it struck me as a little odd again. But I was there to make the best of it, so I didn't push it with him. The next few days were fantastic. He had booked a number of activities such as diving, salsa dancing, a helicopter ride. In between, we would hang out at the pool and have some drinks. I made sure to let him know how much fun I had and how much I appreciated this. He simply hugged me and said he wanted to see me happy. One night, the hotel did a sulfur night, and part of that was a small competition between the guests. Since we had taken the lessons the days before, I said we had to compete. So we did. Now, my son isn't the greatest dancer, neither am I, but he's great at entertaining people. So by overacting all his moves, he managed to win over the crowd, and we finished second. I was laughing more than I was dancing. It was so funny. After the competition, we continued to dance for hours, and I probably had a bit too much to drink. We held hands as we walked back to our room, and after we changed, we got into bed. Normally, we would just be on our own side of the bed, wish each other good night, and go to sleep. That night, he rolled over to my side and hugged me from behind and started to smirk. I didn't expect what he was going to say. Press share and more for part 2.